everybody. This is Mike Messier, Mike Messier YouTube channel. We have a very good friend of mine, KARL Cotty. KARL, I always ask you, did I say your name right? But I want to make sure I got it right, buddy. KARL Cotty, right?
Yes.
It's just the O. I always am very aware to say people's last names correctly. And KARL, we want to talk about great vampire films, and I want to thank you. You've come up with a list of great vampire films, your personal favorite. So I'm going to let you start us off, buddy. You give the films maybe like in reverse order, you know what I mean? Like number 10 first or however many you have, and then I'll kind of comment if I've seen the film or not.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Bram Stoker's Dracula.
It's a great choice, man. That was from, I believe, was it 1994?
Oh, 1992.
92, okay. And who was that? Winona Ryder? Was she in that one, buddy?
Yes.
And the actor, who was it? Gary Oldman?
Yes.
Man, I'm going by memory here, man. That was a great movie. It was very gothic. It was very dark. There's a beautiful redheaded woman who becomes one of the vampire victims in that one, right? A redheaded actress?
Yeah.
And tell us, why did you choose that one? You start us off. Why did you choose that film? It's a great choice, by the way. But why did you choose that one?
Yeah, I mean, it was almost like the book. Great casting, great plot of the story and stuff. Hey, and it was one of my favorites.
I think it's a great choice, and so if anyone hasn't seen that film, Bram Stoker's the Dracula from 1992, please check it out. What's your next choice?
I'm gonna go with John Carpenter's Vampires.
That's great. That was relatively recently, wasn't that in the mid 2000s, Carl? What year did that come out?
Oh man, yeah, I'm trying to remember what year it came out. I think it was like 90. Yeah, I gotta check the year.
No, I'll check it real quick, man. I'll check it. John Carpenter, as a matter of fact, I just saw a movie of his from, I believe, 1982 called The Thing. And I had never seen this movie before. I just saw it in the theater, AMC Theater, and it's a comeback classic. And The Thing is intense, man. I love that movie. The special effects are awesome. Have you seen The Thing, Carl?
Yeah.
What'd you think of The Thing?
Oh, good. Fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. The Vampires was from 1998. James Woods and Daniel Baldwin. I don't think I've seen that film. So I was so impressed by The Thing the other night that I'm going to have to check out this Vampires film as well. And I know that Carpenter's movies, one of them that stands out for me is with our buddy Roddy Piper, They Live, which I was trying to explain to someone about the movie They Live because we were talking about lizard people the other day. And I was saying, I think John Carpenter was talking about lizard people and They Live. And this guy, David Icke, who wrote about lizard people and so forth. Did you ever see They Live, Carl?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you think of that one, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. We got anything else you want to say about that choice or about Vampires from John Carpenter from 98? Anything else you want to say about that one?
Oh, great movie.
Nice. What else you got? What's your next one?
I'm gonna go with a two-parter, Count Yorga. Oh, and the Return of Count Yorga.
Okay, so that's going way back. Is a film? What decade was that from, or what country was that from? Because I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, it was from 1970 and 1971.
Say the title again for me, buddy.
Huh?
Say the title of that one, the title.
Oh, Count Yorga.
Yeah, I gotta see this. Count Yorga film. Wow. See, I haven't even seen that one. Was it Return of Count Yorga? Count Yorga Vampire?
Yeah. There was two movies.
There's Count Yorga Vampire, from 1970, and then there is Return of Count Yorga. Yeah. So both of these look really cool, and I got to check those out. So you got me beat on that. I haven't seen those. I do see some links that I could probably watch them online for free, but maybe I'll do the right thing, like Spike Lee says, and pay for it somehow. Okay, buddy, what's next on your list?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Twilight. Why not?
Which one's it? What's it called, buddy?
Twilight.
Oh, I haven't seen that one either. Who's in that
one? Robert Pattinson.
Oh, Twilight, of course. Yeah, Twilight, yeah. Now, are you going with just the first one, or the three of them together, or what do you think?
Yeah, maybe all five. Well, there was like five.
Oh, there was five total? I thought there was just three. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, those movies put those people on the map. Was it Kristen Stewart who played the girl in the middle?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. I think she's a smoking hot actress. I think she's got a lot of talent. Yeah. She's got a great look. I think she's got a lot of fire. I saw her recently in, I think it was a Charlie's Angels remake about a year and a half ago, and I thought she was the best thing about it. So I'm a big, unapologetic Kristen Stewart fan, and I think she's very talented and just has a sharp look for an actress. And I think she's very dynamic. And I remember at the time, Carl, I happened to see those movies, and seeing the young people in the audience with like signs that they made, like Team Jacob and Team Werewolf or Team Vampire or whatever. And I was like, man, this is nuts. It was a cultural phenomenon at the time, kind of like 50 Shades of Grey, and for women, maybe their mothers of the girls that like Twilight. But anyway, what's next on your list, buddy?
I'm gonna go the 2004 Van Helsing.
I gotta see that one too, man. Jeez, you got me on the ropes today. I gotta see that one. That one was a very artistic movie from what I remember hearing about it. Who's in that one again?
Hugh Jackman. I'm trying to think. Oh, the girl from Underworld. I'm trying to think. Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta see that. I don't know why I haven't seen that one. Carl, I'm working on my own A Distance from Avalon When the Dying and Dead Reunite, which is kind of my own take on the vampire genre, although it's a little bit different. Yeah. And people are welcome to check out the novel version. They can go to Amazon.com. They can get it for their Kindle cheap, $2.99. They can buy it on paperback, do whatever they want. But what's next on your list, buddy?
I'm gonna definitely go with the original Lost Boys.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite moments or quotes from that one or performances?
Kiefer Sutherland's. Oh yeah, Michael. It's like, yeah, the scene where it's like Michael, they're only.
Yeah, man. Just Kiefer Sutherland, and he had that movie, and he had Stand By Me, where he kind of played the bully. And, I mean, both of those roles, he just made himself an icon in that era of, like, the mid-'80s, late 80s. And I think in The Lost Boys, wasn't Corey Feldman in that, too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a great pick. And Kiefer Sutherland, really kind of inspired the Gangrel character, I think, from the WWF. World Wrestling Federation. 10 years later, Gangrel really looked like Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell.
What's your next choice there, buddy?
Let's see. Oh, Salem's Lot. 19.
Oh, yeah. Salem's Lot. Yeah, that one I have seen. It was a long time ago I saw that. I believe it has a slower pace at the beginning, but then it picks up, and it's like kind of like Rosemary's Baby, like those. I'm telling you, Carl, I don't know about you, man, but I think the late 70s with those two movies, Bonnie and Clyde, The Godfather, 1 and 2, the first Rocky movie, so many Mean Streets, all the movies, so many movies from the late 70s just hold up as just irreplaceable pieces of cinematic art. And so I really like that Salem's Lot choice of yours, and I would encourage people to see it. I don't know if this movie is on your list or not, but the Omen, Damien, the kid Damien with the thing in his head. I don't think that was a vampire movie per se, but it just kind of reminds me of that. Okay, buddy, what's next on your list?
Oh, one thing I was going to add, they did a sequel a couple years later, and they actually did a remake from 2002.
Return to Salem's Lot, wasn't that the name of the sequel?
Yeah.
Well, see, I'm going by memory, man. You're digging deep into the gray matter of my brain here today.
Yeah.
And what's your next one, buddy?
Blade. Yeah.
What's it called?
Blade.
Oh, with Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, Carl, I actually, 6 Degrees of Mike Messier, had a scene with Wesley in the movie Hard Luck. You know, so if people are really interested in seeing that, they can go to Mike Messier Acting Reel on YouTube and find my scene with Wesley Snipes himself. I think they did at least three movies of Blade with Wesley Snipes. And there was a TV series with another guy. Carl, did you watch the TV series as well, or did you strictly stick to the movies?
Probably straight to the movies.
Did you think that the movies, did they start with their strongest one and then get a little bit less strong as they moved on, or did the sequels hold up? What's your take on that with Blade?
It was great. I mean, it was great. I'm like, well, they're gonna do a remake.
Our buddy Triple H was in the first one. Oh, the third one, I'm sorry. The third film, Triple H was in there. Okay, what's your next vampire movie pick, Carl?
Dracula 2000. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
I don't think I have. I'm going to look that up right now. Who was in Dracula 2000?
Christopher Plummer. I'm trying to think of his name.
Gerard Butler. Justine Waddell, Johnny Lee Miller, Christopher Plummer.
Yeah.
It looks like Wes Craven is officially titled Wes Craven Presents Dracula 2000, although he was not the director. It's odd to me that I didn't see this one at the time. I'm not sure why I didn't, because I'm a big Wes Craven guy, with both Nightmare on Elm Street for me is tops for him, but also the Scream series. And I liked Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Man, this thing has got a killer cast, Carl. I'm looking at the cast of Dracula 2000. Omar Epps, who used to come on MTV. Jennifer Esposito, gorgeous woman. Jerry Ryan again. I mean, some real favorites of mine from that era. I'm glad you brought this to my attention. And this must have been one of Gerard Butler's, I should say, one of his first big roles, I would think. Okay, Carl, and then we got Vitamin C is even in this movie, where she did the soundtrack. What's our next film, Carl? What do you got next?
We're going to do Interview with the Vampire.
Which that was Interview with the Vampire? Yeah, that's a...
With the Vampire.
What was it called?
Interview with the Vampire.
Okay. Tell me about that one, buddy. Tell me, who's in that one?
Oh, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt. Oh, that was from 1994.
Yeah, that is Interview with the Vampire. That's what I thought you said, and then I couldn't hear you. That movie had, I think it was a young Kirsten Dunst, wasn't it? Like a very young Kirsten Dunst?
Yeah.
And Antonio Banderas, Brad Pitt. And, you know, I mean, you got to think that movie helped Kirsten Dunst. As a matter of fact, I would cross-reference people to a TV series. I think I saw it on Netflix or Amazon Prime called How to Be a God in Central Florida, which I believe is Kirsten Dunst, a series that she produced, really funny series. Yeah, Kirsten Dunst as Claudia must have been so young in this film. I mean, she was a kid. She was literally like a little girl. But she held her own. And I also saw her the other day in Hidden Figures, was playing the Comeback Classics here recently. And Kirsten Dunst is an underrated, I mean, as big and famous as she is, she's done Spider-Man. I think she's a little bit underrated, to be honest with you. On Becoming a God in Central Florida, TV series, executive producer, 10 episodes, 2019. I really wish that show would have another series because I enjoyed it. On Becoming a God in Central Florida. Anything else you want to say about Interview with the Vampire? I mean, we could talk about that one for months, but what else did you like about that one?
Oh, great casting, I mean, great blah. Well, they were gonna do a sequel. Well, I mean, but yeah, who knows what happened.
I hear you, buddy. Yeah, that's the thing about Hollywood. Sometimes they just don't come through with stuff we think they're going to. What's next on the hit list, buddy? What's next?
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with the classic 1931 Dracula. Bo Lugosi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now I've definitely seen that one, and I'm overdue to see it again. But Bela Lugosi is pretty much known as the man when it comes to Dracula. What about that film do you like, Carl?
Oh, great movie. I mean, classics. Watching it. Well,
he was born in 1882. Bela Lugosi, because that's amazing.
Yeah.
And I guess he lived a pretty good life. He passed away at the age of 74. His birthday was October 20th, 1882, not too far away from Halloween. And he passed away on August 16th, 1956. But just talking about, when I was doing research for Disregard the Vampire, a Mike Messier documentary, KARL, which led to my novel, A Distance from Avalon, When the Dying and the Dead Reunite, I remember reading books about vampire films in particular, and just the amount of praise and worship and respect that people have for Bela is just off the charts. So I'm glad that you got him on the list. What's next on your list?
All right. I'm gonna go with Daybreakers. I don't know if you've seen it.
Daybreakers. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Let me look that one up. I don't know if I've seen that one. This one. 2009. Hey, man, you got me beat again. I definitely got to see this one. This looks really good. 2009. Daybreakers. It's amazing, Carl, that as many films as I see, there's always someone, when you get into genre conversations, that's seen more films than me. The Spielberg brothers directed and wrote this thing. Ethan Hawke, one of my favorites. I actually met Ethan Hawke very briefly once. Nice guy. Willem Dafoe, another favorite of mine. Very intense look. Man, I gotta see this. Gabriella Labio is in this. Zoe White, Tiffany Lamb. It's as the newsreader, but I mean, there's a lot of good people in this movie. When did you see this? Did you see it in the theater or home video, Carl? When did you see Daybreakers?
DVD at home.
I used to love the DVD director's commentaries. I don't know if they do those as much, man, but I used to love those. Okay, Carl, what's next on your list, buddy?
Dark Shadows.
Now, is that the Johnny Depp version of the TV series, like the Johnny Depp film version?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah.
2012, Michelle Pfeiffer, Johnny Depp, and of course it was based on a very popular TV series. And then the film version, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I saw the film version of this, and I do know that some people, hardcore fans of the show, were not as enthralled with the movie as you were. So I'm glad that you like it, Carl. That's great. Okay, buddy. What do you want to say about the Dark Shadows film?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like Johnny Depp playing a vampire. That was great. A great movie.
It's funny, man. You can go to Pirates of the Caribbean World and Disney World, Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and see like they've kind of shoehorned, Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow into that ride. And I was just on Twitter today, buddy, and people are going up and down crazy about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. And I'll be honest, I really don't know the story very well, but I'm glad that Johnny Depp is doing okay. He's certainly a gentleman that's had a great career and provided so much entertainment for people from 21 Jump Street to, everything else and Pirates of the Caribbean films. And I guess I kind of like him in some of his edgier stuff, but I mean, I think he was like the first person killed in a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I think isn't that true? Or he was the second person? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. What's next on your list?
Probably Shadow of the Vampire.
Now, that's a movie about making a movie, right? That's a movie about making of one of the films. So that's kind of cool because you have two movies in one. Shadow of the Vampire.
Yeah.
And that's from 2000 as well. It seems like John Malkovich. Oh my God, Willem Dafoe again. John Malkovich is such a great guy as far as acting and being John Malkovich, and Catherine McCormick in this thing, Carly Ools from The Princess Bride. What else did you like about Shadow of the Vampire, Carl?
Filming in Germany, especially the Nosferatu movie.
Right. Yeah, I got to watch this one again, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Malkovich and Dafoe, could you imagine seeing those two guys in like a two-man show, like a Broadway show or something? Unbelievable. Well, what else you got next, buddy?
My next list is one of my all-time favorite classics. It's from the Hammer movie, the first movie they did.
Yeah, I love the Hammer films, man. Hammer Films company from England. They're still around. They've gone through different manifestations, but Hammer Horror, I highly suggest. And I'm curious to see which vampire film from Hammer did you choose, or did you choose more than one? Go ahead, Carl.
Definitely the first one called Horror Dracula, which is one of my favorites. I don't know if you've seen it.
Let me look it up real quick, because I actually, Peter Cushing, I believe I have seen this one, Carl, because I got into a big Hammer kick about 4 or 5 years ago that I'm still on, to tell you the truth. And these guys and women at Hammer Horror back in the day, and still today, but really their 60s and 70s and 50s, it was just so great what they did. Was this the Horror of Dracula from 1958 with Peter Cushing? Is that the one we're discussing, Carl?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great film, man. And people, most people probably have seen a Hammer Horror film and they just didn't realize it. I actually have a coffee table book about Hammer Horror and how they did their marketing and how they distributed, because they had no social media. So this group was out there like handing out flyers and talk about, female actresses. They had some of the most interesting, uniquely gorgeous female actors that you can find in the world. So I give it up for Hammer Horror, man. And thanks. Is that number one on your list, Carl, or do you have more?
Probably the rest. Probably the rest like Dracula AD.
The dog's getting upset. He wants a Wolf list. He wants a Wolfman list. So you got Dracula AD, which is another Hammer horror film, right?
Yeah.
And that's from 1972. Dracula AD is 1972. Yep. Yeah. And wow, any others you want to mention by name from the Hammer horror films for Dracula vampire films?
Probably Dracula, Prince of Dracula. That was good.
Yep. Wasn't there one with like seven lessons or seven? The number 7 was in it. Let me see. I could have sworn that there was a movie from Hammer Horror that had the number 7 in it.
Oh, 7 Golden Vampires. That's right.
Yeah, that was really unique.
Yeah.
And I'm looking up, there's a list from, I guess it's imdb.com. Dan M. Ballardre has got a list of his, he's got a list of his Hammer horror films with Dracula in it. Horror of Dracula, The Brides of Dracula, Dracula, Prince of Darkness, Dracula Has Risen from the Grave, Taste the Blood of Dracula, Scars of Dracula, Dracula AD 1972, The Satanic Rites of Dracula, The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah. And that's the one I was thinking of. So that's 9 that this guy's listed. And many of those are available on Amazon, as is A Distance from Avalon, When the Dying and the Dead Reunite, Mike Messier's novel about a vampire type of stuff, but not exactly. Anything else on your list, Carl, for the vampire films today, buddy?
Oh, no, that's it, man.
I think your list was great. You've provoked me to check out. Definitely, I got to go back and watch Defoe in The Shadow of the Vampire. I'm surprised. Not an all-time great film, but if you're an Alyssa Milano fan, The Embrace of the Vampire, I'd shoehorn that into the list. Wasn't there like an Eddie Murphy comedy, Vampire in Brooklyn from like 2000 or 1996 or something? Yeah. Eddie Murphy yeah. I mean, that one was kind of interesting. It wasn't great, but it was something to watch. And folks, don't forget Mike Messier's Disregard the Vampire, a Mike Messier documentary, winner of 10 awards. Just look it up. It's also subtitled How to Salvage a Creative Project. So if you can't find it by putting Disregard the Vampire, a Mike Messier documentary into Vimeo, put in How to Salvage a Creative Project by Mike Messier, 39 minutes and 58 seconds that'll change your life, possibly for the better, hopefully for the better. And Carl, man, this has been a great conversation. We're hitting the half-hour mark. I want to thank you again, buddy. What's next on the Carl and Mike conversation hit list? What do you got coming up for us next? Any ideas?
Yeah, maybe martial arts movies, maybe comedy too.
Let's do those in about a week, man. We'll check in and we'll do a martial arts film list and the comedy list. You start working on your lists, and we'll do the same type of thing. I'll respond to them. Funny thing on the Mike Messier YouTube channel today, Carl, somebody had made a comment that they requested I watch a film trailer, so I did, and then I gave a video about it, and it sparked some conversation on the Mike Messier YouTube channel, and that's always good. So if people look under the new videos, they can see that. It's a film about Lady Fatima, the Lady of Heaven, I think it's called. So it's just always interesting when you're not expecting that a comment can inspire a video, which inspires more comment. And I just want to make sure I have that title right. I don't want to disrespect the film. The Lady of Heaven 2021. So people can look for my response to the trailer and all types of good things. But Carl, from my end, from MikeMessier.com and Mike Messier YouTube channel, A Distance from Avalon, When the Dying and the Dead Reunite, available on Amazon for Kindle and paperback. I'm done with what I have to say. I'm going to give you the last minute to say whatever you want, buddy. Go ahead.
Hey, have a nice day.
All right, Carl. Thank you very much, everybody. Good talking to you.